Come with me as we build the Brickhead Lego potted Groot. I thought this one was a really cute one, so I really wanted to get this one because I thought it was cute. But let's go ahead and get that one built out. 1 second, let me go ahead and get my knife. When I say my knife, I really mean my nail clippers. I'm using the filing side as a knife because it worked last time. But who knows if it's going to work this time. There we go. Got that done. I mean, same thing with these ones, honestly. They seem like they just get built the same exact way, like every time. But I think it's just the way they're designed. But like the first few steps are always the same, it looks like. Which I think is pretty self-explanatory since they stack on top of each other just like that. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and get straight into building the Lego potted Groot. It is a small booklet. And it is how many steps? Let's see how many steps this is. Oh, only 36 steps. So it's a pretty quick one too. This one actually has more pieces than the Iron Man, but the Iron Man was more steps. That's funny. That's actually kind of funny. I'm guessing this is the dirt part of Groot. Now, when I first started watching Marvel, I actually did not like Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was stupid. Until I decided to give them a second chance. And when I gave them that second chance, honestly, they impressed me. It was well written. I wouldn't say well written, but it was decent. It wasn't as bad as I imagined it was going to be. So I actually did like it once I gave it that second chance. But I don't know. I think it was just the movie that I watched. I can't remember which movie it was. But I just remember watching it and saying that I'm never watching Guardians of the Galaxy again. And I never did until I saw them again on Endgame. And that's after that, I decided to start watching them again. You guys get a close-up with these Legos as I grab this fallen one. This one. That's 2. That's 3. It looks like we're probably building the pot right now, which I'm pretty sure is what we're building in the beginning. If I'm wrong, I don't know what to say, honestly, because this looks like a pot. This does not look like Groot. Maybe just the brown dirt. But this, so far, looks like the pot. But I'm a pretty confident 99% sure that this was just a pot and not the actual not Goo. So it wasn't actually Groot. See, this is the struggles I go through sometimes when I can't find a piece. And they're all like the same color, so it's like really hard to find where this one little piece is hiding. But yeah, let me know how many of you guys have actually graduated high school and how many are still in high school. I'm curious on how many people have experienced that. I know me personally, I can never forget the feeling that I felt walking down the stage, knowing that this is probably going to be one of the final times I see my classmates, some of my friends, and the people that honestly I went to school with for 4 years. 4 years is not a very short time, so I remember that feeling. And the feeling when you're walking through that stage and all your friends and family are in the stands rooting your name. But I still remember it, and I appreciate, honestly, every one of my friends and family that did root my name. I think that was awesome. It showed me who was really supporting me and who wasn't. I remember the girl that got valedictorian at my school. I didn't think she was going to be the one that got valedictorian. I believe she was, I can't remember what she was. But she was like one of the top in our school. And it was just kind of insane. Because she was really like more of a quiet kid. So like, when like those quiet kids, you don't really know much about them. So it's kind of cool to see that she got that valedictorian, and her speech was awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, her speech was awesome. And the song that we chose as a class was actually Graduation. So I thought that was a pretty lit song. I know my cousin's school right now, they chose some song from Nicki Minaj, and it just doesn't fit that graduation vibe. Like, the song they chose from Nicki Minaj just did not fit that graduation vibe. So I don't think it was a good choice, in my opinion. Like, there was so many other options they could have chosen. But, I mean, it's their song, not ours, right? I know I'm ranting on and on about graduation, and I should really be ranting on and on about Mr. Groot over here. Groot is looking fine as always, and he looks amazing so far. So far, I haven't had really any issues, honestly. Just that one time when I was trying to find a piece, but I mean, that's pretty normal, honestly. Every once in a while, I'll be stuck trying to find a piece for like 5 minutes. But when I'm on camera, I try to find them a lot quicker. I like the printed detail on all these. I know the groot was actually a little more expensive than the other two. Well, first of all, I believe it was because it had more pieces. Second of all, it's because more than half of it is printed. So, like, whenever they print pieces, the price always goes up for them. Now, I don't know how many of you guys watch European football, but the last match between South Korea and Iraq was just heartbreaking to me. As if some of you know, I'm actually Iraqi, so that match was just heartbreaking to me. But it won't be as heartbreaking as if Portugal loses, because everybody knows this, and they're just too afraid to admit it, obviously. But Messi is worse than Ronaldo. Ronaldo's much better than Messi. But everybody's just too hard-headed to admit it. I'm sure by the time I upload this video, that match would have been long gone. It would have been in history. Because I have so many videos I gotta catch up on editing. It's not even funny. Oh, whoops. That came off. See, another detail I love that they're doing with the groot is that they're actually like having his the top of his head like this, where it's not all just flat. Well, that is gonna make it quite difficult to stack. So he's always gonna have to be on the top, basically. But I do love the detail. You guys, whenever you guys are building Legos, sometimes forget to breathe. I feel like I sometimes forget to breathe when I'm building these Lego pieces. Like, you'll hear me like take a very deep gasp, and it's like, oh, that's why I'm taking that deep gasp, because I forgot I'm a human being and I'm supposed to be breathing. The people that know me know that I'm a very forgetful person. I sometimes forget to eat lunch or dinner or breakfast. Like, I'll skip all of those meals, and then like me and my friend will be talking, and all of a sudden he'll be like, "Hey, so what'd you have for lunch?" And I'm like, "That's what I forgot to do. Forgot to have lunch." And it's because I am so busy all the time. It's why I forget all this stuff sometimes. I literally never stop. I don't like stopping, in my opinion. Stopping is just something I don't like doing. The second you stop and you're comfortable, you're doing something wrong. That's my opinion. Man, I'm pretty tired. If you guys do live in Michigan, then you know that this June has been weird. Every June in Michigan that I personally lived in Michigan for has always been hot. And for some reason, this June is just very cold and rainy. And all of May was very hot. Well, not all of May, but most of May was hot. So I don't know. People say it's pollution. Other people say it's just how nature is. I personally don't have an opinion on that because I do not study in that field. If I studied that field, then maybe I can have an opinion on it. But since I do not study that field, I like to leave myself out of opinions like that. That cause a lot of controversy. See, now I'm confused. So I guess they want me to place one of these over here too. Yeah, I guess that's what they wanted me to do. I do still got a lot of extra pieces, so this one's actually more extra pieces than I expected it to be. So we got all 3 brick heads all built up. Join me back in the next one, and you'll guys see what the next one I'm building. I think the next one, some people will like it, some people won't understand it, and some people just don't have an opinion on it. But thank you for joining me for this one.